Welcome to Antigua, welcome to the Caribbean. My first time in the Caribbean, and obviously my first time on Antigua. First impressions are, it's absolutely stunning. I'm here on the beach, of course, but I'm gonna spend the next few days exploring the island, the beaches, the food, underwater. We're gonna go snorkeling, of course, the nightlife, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. So settle down, subscribe if you're new here, and let's go explore this stunning, stunning island. Just before we get the video going, I want to show you this beach, Fry's Beach. We've just popped here for breakfast. Look at this stunning golden sand, light, fluffy sand, and the most intense turquoise blue and dark blues, every shade of blue in the sea. And I cannot tell you how good it is to hear the ocean lapping against the sand. Ah, paradise, guys. I think I have found paradise. Let's get this video going. First up, we're off on a food tour. All right, come off the beach and into the town of St. John's, the capital of Antigua, and it's Saturday, and Saturday means Saturday food market. That's what we're here for, but what a pretty little town. Very colourful buildings, interesting buildings. It's actually also where the cruises that come into Antigua stop, so it can get very busy. Lots of shops, lots of little cafes. But we're here for the food, so we're gonna wander over to the food market. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. If you've watched me before, you know I love food, I love food markets. And I must be honest, I don't know too much about food in the Caribbean, so this one should be interesting. Straight into the market, and the first thing, we see this guy on the back of a truck with a load of coconuts, slicing them open with a machete. So of course, we have to try. I don't know how much they cost, we've just been given them. So, my first coconut in the Caribbean. Ah, unbelievable. That's the perfect start. Oh, every market tour should start with a coconut. The first thing you might think is that might be a little bit intimidating coming into this market, but everyone is so friendly. I love the atmosphere. You have stalls lining the streets, selling the local veg, the local fruit. Apparently, some people, or most people, they just grow it in their gardens and then bring it here to sell. You have all sorts of things. You have dragon fruit, you have yams, you have roselle. Roselle, I love that, made into a drink. The coconut, of course, and all sorts of things. I have two of the fruit I've been given to try. One is star fruit, which I'm not a big fan of, but let's try it. Come on. When it's ripe and when it's in the place that it's grown, much better. The other one, this little green fruit here, is called balimbi. Let's try that. Oh, wow. Wow. It's quite vegetal actually for a fruit. It's not ripe. It is, wow, eye-rippingly sour, eye-wateringly sour, let's say. I don't know, I don't like that one, but the star fruit, I can get on with that. Anyway, as an indoor market, let's go check it out. Indoor market. Now, we are a little later in the day, so it's not as busy as it would be, but there is a lot of fruit and veg here. It's the quality that really jumps out. Just look at the color of that huge pumpkin. And this is the roselle, you can see, makes into the most gorgeous drink. Scotch bonnet peppers, of course, we're in the Caribbean. Then you have onions and carrots and peppers and pumpkins and turmeric, all sorts of things, herbs, fresh herbs. You've got auntie selling it, and then bananas and plantain. I mean, it's a feast for the eyes. It makes you want to cook, makes you want to eat, of course. Everything here is so vibrant, and you just know, I mean, the fruit especially, the fruit is so vibrant. It looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. The colors are popping. And as I say, a lot of this is just grown in their gardens. And this is a local market. Of course, the locals are here buying stuff. Tourists do come through here, but local market for local people. Fruit is clearly king here. I mean, it's on every stall, but they've just passed around these, and we need it. It's about 32 degrees today. These iced fruit drinks. This one, passion fruit. And actually, I live in an island in Portugal, Madeira, which is the capital of passion fruit for me in Europe. But we're in the Caribbean, and passion fruit is grown here too. If anything, I need it for the cold, but unbelievably good. Wow. The passion fruit. I love passion fruit. Love passion fruit. And when it's grown locally, they've added a bit of sugar into this. Of course, it's a drink, but so refreshing in this heat. I don't know where it's from, but it's pretty damn good. Well, if they're passing them around, I may as well try another one, right? Tamarind this time. Tamarind juice. Oh, again, sweetened slightly, but tamarind, it's sour and it's tart. Balanced really well with that sugar. So refreshing, so good. So good, but look at this market. How pretty is it? I said colours everywhere, colours everywhere. Anyway, cool market, but we've got to keep moving. There is more food to see, more food to try. My favourite part of most of the markets, if you haven't worked out by now, the sweet treats. I have 3 local delicacies. We have the peppermint sugar stick. We have a coconut, a roasted coconut, sticky coconut cake pudding. And we have the peanut brittle. Where to start? All looks amazing. Maybe the peanut brittle's in the hand, so why not? You can see it's thickly covered with that sugar cane and just an absolute mountain of peanuts on there. So I'm gonna, oh, look at that. It just crumbles apart, falls apart. Let's try. Roasted peanuts, like a light icing sugar, I guess, covering it. It's pretty damn good. Next up, peppermint stick. I love mint, so when I saw this one, it caught my eye. Whoa. Wow. It's, it's strong in peppermint, but it is literally just a stick of sugar. I didn't really know what to expect, but it is just like eating sugar. Maybe a little bit too much for me. It's a bit like a peppermint drop, but you only want a couple of them, not a whole stick. Yeah, don't think I'll be finishing that one. And finally, the one I've actually been looking forward to trying, that's why I left it until last, the sticky, rich coconut cake, let's say. And there are 2 types. There is a lighter one, actually a colored one, and there is this one. And this one, you can see how sticky and how rich it is. It's been taken further, it's been cooked further. The sugar has caramelized and gone so sticky. I mean, you can just see it on my fingers. Look at that, just sticking to my fingers. Oh. All right. Oh, wow. That one is unbelievable. The taste of the Caribbean for me, the spices, the coconut, the sugar, sticky sweet, not too sweet like the other ones. I think of all 3, this is the one for me. All right, fruit, snacks, desserts. I know what you're thinking. Where's the proper food? Well, let's go get some. All right, guys, there was a slight change of plan. They told us we were coming to the stadium instead of street food, and I thought, that's a bit weird, what's going on there? And I've got here, and we've come to a cricket ground where there was a restaurant called Boundary Bites that they wanted us to try. What they didn't tell us, which is pretty cool, because I used to love cricket when I was younger, I used to play cricket when I was younger. There was a cricket match going on, West Indies versus Bangladesh. I'm here watching it now, I can't believe it. International cricket match. Not the biggest cricket match ever, but still pretty cool. So whilst the food smells pretty damn awesome, I must admit, it's not every day you walk in to an international cricket match. And so I've got myself a beer, and I'm gonna enjoy a few overs before grabbing some food. We just walked in, or we were shown in, and we're allowed to sit down, and everyone is just here having fun, shouting at the cricket. Ooh, but the speed that they bowl, when you watch it on TV, it looks fast, but you don't really get the concept. But when you see how far back the wicketkeeper stands and how fast they smash that ball in at the batters, ridiculous, ridiculous. And of course, famous cricketers. We are at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. You've got the Sir Curtly Ambrose stand. Famous cricketers around these parts. It's probably time we get some food though, isn't it? Whilst I wait for the queue to go down, I've got a little, well, the person making it called it fried dumplings, which is literally what it is. She takes balls of dough, flattens them out, and then fries them in hot oil, and they puff up. I thought they were yeasty, but I asked her and it has baking powder, which makes them puff up. But the local girl here with the tourism board, said they were called bakes. Either way, let's give them a try. Wow, they're hot. You can see on the inside, puffy, fluffy, light dough. They are super good. These things, straight out of the fryer, are always good. Nice texture, light, fluffy, crisp on the outside. And because that oil was hot, they've not sucked up, they've not gone greasy, which is a nice thing. They're a good snack. She said they ate them with saltfish, but the person ordering was vegan, so no saltfish. Right, good little snack.
After that, it was time to try what we came for, the Caribbean buffet at Boundary Bites. It looked awesome. Buffet style, you get to choose what you want, and yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay, food. You can see it's already slightly destroyed. I messed up the first take, so we're on second take. But we have some local, authentic Caribbean food. First off, 3 dishes really. We have the rice with pork and vegetables in there. We have cheesy potatoes and jerk chicken. You can't come to the Caribbean without having jerk chicken, can you? Served buffet style, you choose what you want and they put it in there. It smelled so good when they were serving it, so I'm actually quite excited to try this for the second time. So let's start with that rice. Absolutely jam-packed with pork, with greens, with rice, with beans. And so much flavor. Again, the flavors are as I think of the Caribbean, as I think of this area with the spices, but the meat in there is so meaty, such good quality. It's all been cooked together. Really, really good. The potatoes, there is a lot of cheese in that potatoes, but they're cooked so soft, so they go creamy and just melt in with that cheese. Very good. You wouldn't really, I think, pair the rice and the potato, or I wouldn't. Carb on carb, I'm not really a fan of, but with that chicken, the jerk chicken, again, famous in this area, it's actually a great pairing. Not too spicy. I would prefer if it was a little bit more spicy, but super delicious, super comforting, home-cooked food, authentic food. Perfect match for the cricket. All right, welcome in, guys. And let me tell you, you're gonna want to see this one. This is my accommodation at this hotel. I'm staying in the Royalton Chic Hotel right here on the beach in Antigua. And wow, the room here is unbelievable. It's called an overwater bungalow, overwater because we are on the ocean, on stilts. And this place is ridiculous, ridiculous. If you're looking for a little bit of luxury, this is the place to come. Let me show you. You come straight into the lounge area. Of course, you've got fans, you've got aircon, as you'd expect, an incredible wooden roof. You have your very own bar stocked with premium, top shelf spirits. Of course, all of your sodas and fruit juices and coffee and everything you could want. You have your own bar, you have champagne and wine waiting for you. You even have a little wine chiller if you want to cool it down. Your counter bar where you can serve your guests, of course, dining room or dining table. Huge plasma screen TV, sofas to relax on, and check this out. Over the water, you get to see down into the water, and it's been a little bit windy, so it's not quite so clear, but apparently you can see fish down there. And yes, it wouldn't be made without a balcony. Step out into the balcony, you've got the resort over here to the left. So we're slightly away. Your decking and infinity pool overlooking the ocean, which is unbelievable. And a little hammock. I mean, let me show you this. Shoes off. Show you this hammock, shouldn't I? Can't just talk about it. Get in on the hammock. Relaxing here. Oh man. It cannot get any better. The sunset is over there. So you're gonna get the sunset in front of you. It is facing sunset, but you have the whole bay in front of you. You can see everyone doing the water sports. And there's a couple of other huts. There's not just one hut, but infinity pool, come on. Can you picture yourself sipping champagne in the infinity pool. Let me show you the bedroom, the all-important bedroom. And the bedroom is, of course, facing the water, as you would expect. Huge double bed, again, plasma TV. Walk-in wardrobe, massive area. Look at this, little walk-in wardrobe. Well, little, yeah, right. And an incredible bathroom. Twin sinks, huge mirror. You've got shower room, very big shower. Who knows what could go on in here. You've got roof shower, ceiling shower, and wall shower. And then this absolutely ginormous jacuzzi bath. I mean, come on, this is pure luxury. I'm feeling pretty spoiled right now, I must admit. The bed is comfortable, as you would expect. Very, very comfortable bed. Gonna get a really nice sleep here. But this Antigua, the Caribbean, is all about luxury. And you're not gonna get much better than this. What do you reckon, guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you reckon you could picture yourself in this accommodation? Obviously, you can stay at the main hotel, but if you're looking for a treat, you're on a honeymoon, you're on a birthday, something like this, yeah, this is where I'm staying.
Now, there's no way better to start my Caribbean adventure than a party on a catamaran. So let's head over and let's get the party started.
Made it to the beach, another beach, absolutely breathtaking. Again, all the beaches here are stunning, to be honest. Haven't found one which is not. Hello? How you doing? Yes, so good. Thank you. This is the guy from breakfast with his daughter, waving hello. The clouds have come in a little bit, the wind has picked up a touch, but we have something unique. You see this boat out here, maybe you can just see it, this catamaran. We're heading out there, but look at this, the beach huts. To be honest, I'd rather just sit there. It's gonna be pretty cool too. It's a bar, there's music, there's cocktails, of course, and the rain has appeared. What a perfect time. Typical. We've lost a bit of the weather. You can see the clouds are here, but from somewhere, maybe this one, the rain has appeared. It's still tropical paradise. This is what it's like, isn't it? When you're not traveling at peak season, you lose some of the crowds, but you get the risk of a shower. Anyway, I'll let it pass and I'll catch up with you guys when we go out to the boat.
So, this place is called Kai Coconut. It is a catamaran just parked in the middle of the bay. You book online, it's open every day from 12 p.m. until sunset, and you can have VIP packages or you can just come along for a drink and chill out in the Caribbean vibes. Let me show you it.
Oh, let's check out upstairs, guys. It's pretty cool, I must admit. It's not really my normal thing when it's this beautiful. And you've got beds here to chill on, you've got lounges, there's slides, if we can see them, off the back. Are there slides off the back? Yeah, look at that. Actually, from up here, you've got water slides into the sea. Blue sea. You've got the huts. It's pretty cool, I must admit. There's a bar, of course. And you can lie on the front and take your photos like I'm sure everyone will be. But just the landscape of the island, you've got the bays. There's so many bays. Every few hundred meters, there's a different bay. And you've got the huts and the resorts along here, of course. Now, the beaches are nice, but come on. It's pretty cool. So, get a drink and probably go down one of those slides, right? All right, at heart, I'm a simple person. We've gone for gin, lemon juice, and syrup. Simple, but I think simple is good sometimes. Oh, delicious, refreshing. And you know what? I could get used to this. Cocktail in hand, on the sea. The rain, yes, keeps coming in, a cloud every now and then. And there's a small shower, but the music's playing, people are having their fun, enjoying themselves. This view, and I cannot get over this view, how awesome this view is. With the huts and the resorts along the coast. Yeah, I'm happy. I've been putting this off long enough. Let's do it. Oh, it is warm. My first time in the Caribbean Sea. Amazing. Next up, slide. Why not?
And whilst everyone else partied, I just spent my time being, well, a big kid. Partied out for now. It's time to head back to the hotel for lunch.
Food time, lunch, and there are multiple places you can eat in this place. There's a buffet, there's a food truck, but when you have the chance of Caribbean food in the Caribbean, I think that's the choice you've got to make, right? So I'm here at Haven Grill for some Caribbean food. The starters have come out, gone for chicken patty, beef patty, lobster or surf and turf spring roll, and some curry prawns. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a try. I'm also here with my man, Charlie Pauly, Instagram and YouTube. That's the thing. How's the food? He's already started. He's not waiting for me.
I don't wait like Joe. I just jumped in. I'm not filming anything at the minute. So the food is delicious. Just had a couple of beef and chicken patties. And yeah, it's a nice little touch from the islands when you get a bit of good grub.
Starting with the patties, chicken and beef. I'm not sure which is which, but patties, synonymous with Caribbean cuisine. You can just see that pastry, so crisp, flaky and golden. Just gonna get stuck in, aren't we? Beef. Oh, they're so good. You can see filled with minced beef, spices and the seasoning. The pastry is so good. Slight curry flavour, meaty, not greasy. Sometimes patties like this can be a bit greasy, but I'd say pretty good. All right, and chicken whilst we're here. Curried chicken. Oh, that is good. Nice Caribbean curry inside. I must admit, if I'm choosing between the two, oh, there's a kick to it as well. If I'm choosing between the two, beef, for me, beef patty wins. Always beef patty wins, but good little start to the meal, huh? I mean, some of this food is sharing food, isn't it? So,
Cute.
we have the surf and turf roll. I'm not sure what the turf is, but you can see in there, absolutely jam-packed with a little bit of lobster and whatever that meat is. Take one, mate.
Oh, we're going in?
Yeah, we're going in. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers. That's cute.
It's not lobster, it's fish.
It's a good mix.
Yeah, that's good. Bit of spice in there, bit of vegetable in there. Mahi-mahi, obviously, the only fish in the Caribbean, it seems. And a bit of chicken.
I could eat 100 of them.
Yeah. Even with a little bit of that fruit sauce. Crunchy, meaty, fishy. And in the bowl, curried prawns. Curried shrimp, actually. Pretty big, actually.
They're huge.
You grab one?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's a messy one.
Yeah, but we got to dip it. Get a good dip in that sauce. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
That's the flavour I expected when I heard I was coming to the Caribbean.
Yeah, that is it, isn't it? That's the memory of this type of food. I haven't been here, it's my first time here, but when I'm thinking about it, that's the taste.
We'll take 14 more of them.
Main courses, we're going through this pretty quickly. It's not a food review, it's just a little segment, but I did want to show you it. We have oxtail stew, another great dish here in the Caribbean, and I love oxtail. Any meat cooked on the bone, you know, guys, that's for me. We also have curry shrimp, starting with this oxtail. Comes with rice and peas and fried plantain, another thing I absolutely love. Very excited to be eating this in the Caribbean. So, a little bit of that rice and some of that dark. You can tell already, it's dark, it's rich. Lots of spices in there, carrots, onions, and those chunks of oxtail. Oh man, flavor and some of that beef. Melt in the mouth. Rich sauce, mate, you need to try. You need to try some of this, get in.
Let's have a go. We're going to oxtail, come on mate. We're in the Caribbean. Get stuck in with your fingers.
In the fingers? Oh. All right. There you go, on the bone. Oh yeah.
What's the word? One word to describe that, I would say succulent. That's delicious.
So good. Fatty beef. That is exactly what, yeah, you're not a fan of the fat, but you can see fatty, gelatinous beef just melts in your mouth, releasing that rich, beefy flavor. So good. And with some of that plantain. Wow, hands only. Yeah, come on.
Welcome to Antigua.
Yeah, want to try one of those prawns? Bring it over. Shrimp, coconut rice, more plantain. Let's get one of them. And a bit of that coconut rice.
Ooh, what's your favourite?
Rich beef. That coconut rice though, damn. Honestly, why would you go for a burger when you can come and eat Caribbean food like this?
That's so true.
Right?
Yeah.
Done.
Whilst the rest of the group had a cocktail class, I know, I was off for a trip underwater. Let's do it.
All right, guys, another paradise beach here is Galleon Bay. You've got Shirley Heights, the famous sunset point. We'll be going there later for sunset. But first, we have an activity I have been looking forward to. We're going snorkeling, but we're not just doing any type of snorkeling, we're doing scooter snorkeling. And I've never done it before. And we've been promised lots of fish, of course. We've been promised sea turtles, which I really hope we're going to see. But just look at this, crystal clear water, blue skies, few clouds, but I'm not going to complain too much. Picturesque beach, as I say. Yeah, just lapping against that golden sand. Oh, the water is so warm. Glorious. We're going to be going out here, round the bay. There's a shipwreck. And there's some nice rocks that we're going to look at. And because we're on the scooter, you're not going to be paddling, we're not going to be swimming essentially. The scooter is going to take us there. So it's going to be a pretty chill, pretty fun experience, I think. Can't wait, let's get going.
After a safety briefing and sorting the equipment out, it's time to head into the water. Be given our scooters a little practice to get used to them. There's 3 power buttons, very easy to use. You just click it 3 times depending on how fast you want to go. And then it was off. First stop was an underwater wreck. Quite cool, a few little fish around it. But yeah, just nice to see our first thing underwater pretty quickly into the tour. But this was just about getting used to using the scooter, being underwater, and then it was off to find some of the wildlife.
Snorkeling done. It was a bit difficult, obviously, to talk while snorkeling. They said the best way was to put the camera on top of the scooter itself, which I think it was, because let's be honest, it's a bit hard to hold it, use it, film, equalize with the pressure when you dive under. But it was so much fun, so much fun. But the guys leading it, it's, you know, they're so safe, they're so friendly. They really make, there were a few people who were a little bit nervous, but they made them comfortable. They stayed with them. They really took care of those people. Anyway, talking of beautiful settings, we've just come for lunch at this place. It's called Copper and Lumber. It is in Nelson's Dockyard on this side of the island, and it is, yeah, pretty, very old, as you can see, old stone buildings, kept very well. It's a hotel. I mean, you can see that. I'll show you a little bit around here, because there are some crazy ships or yachts in the port, but you can see the old English influence here. You've got the red telephone box here. Look at that. Can we go in there? No, it's locked. Oh, we can. It's just very strong. I have not seen one of these for a long... Whoa. Haven't seen one of these for a long time. It's almost a thumbnail, isn't it? I'll just show you a little walk around this place. But as I say, this place, I mean, it's Antigua, isn't it? So there's luxury yachts. And there's a few of them here. I'd love to go on one of these, or at least have the money to go on one of these, let's say that. But if ever you want to be reminded you're in the Caribbean, the blue sky and the palm trees, of course, and then all these little bays and inlets. Got the catamarans, which is nice, but look at this one. For charter, what do you reckon? How much do you reckon that is worth? Incredible, unbelievable yacht. Size of it. They did say it's for charter. I asked them how much, but they didn't know, unfortunately. Oh, but it is so pretty here. It is so pretty everywhere you go.
Now, I cannot think of anything better in the Caribbean than having a fancy lunch on a private island at one of the newest, hottest restaurants in Antigua. So the boat picked us up and took us over there, and after a short journey, travelling in a little bit of luxury, well, check this out for a welcome.
Oh boy, am I excited to share this one with you. I'm here on an island called Little Jumby to have a very special lunch. It's a new restaurant called The Hut. It's on a little private island called Little Jumby, and well, it is absolutely stunning. Had to take a boat to get here. Arrived to music playing, cocktails off the boat in an absolutely gorgeous location. White sand, blue sea, green palm trees all around us. This place is stunning. A lot of effort has gone into this place, and apparently the food is top drawer. So we're here for lunch. Join me and let's eat. So the group are actually sitting in the main restaurant, and the main restaurant is gorgeous. Really like the decoration, really like the style. Basically your beach paradise restaurant as you think of it, right on the water. But that doesn't really make sense filming a YouTube video, so they've allowed me to use one of the beach huts. Beach huts that you can book privately if you are visiting the island or staying on the island, of course. And, well, I think I've got the better end of the deal. Look at this. The restaurant is on the beach, but we are right on the beach. And white sand on Antigua, I think this one's even more white. Look at that. Powdery sand right on the water's edge. You've got the boats out in the bay and the trees over here. You've got a few different beach huts, larger ones and smaller ones. This is the one they've given me. Again, love the design. You've got your music in here, your places to chill. Obviously you can have your drinks and just relaxing, watching the sea and living life. This place is, of course, all about luxury, but for me today, this place is all about the food. We're gonna have some snacks with the table, and then we've got 3 courses that they've chosen for me to try. I can't wait to get started. Change of plan. It's a bit too noisy up there for a video, so I'm gonna have my snacks in the beach hut. For our snacks, or our starters, our appetizers, we have some grilled okra, and then we have tomato and olive oil. We have homemade focaccia, There's a croquette. I'm not entirely sure what's in it, so I'll find that out. And then you have the cured ham, the Parma ham, and melon on the inside. Obviously, you have to remember, it doesn't get served like this. If you order it as a guest, they'll come in these nice family-style serving dishes, but obviously I've taken it from the group and brought it down here. So remember that. I'm actually going to get straight in with this bread because I love homemade bread and I love focaccia, the Italian flatbread style. Or not flatbread, but you can just see it's homemade, how light, how airy. You've got olives in there as well, red olives in there as well. And the crust with the focaccia, you can tell if it's good where the olive oil has been poured on the top and it's baked. You have a little crunch as you tear it. Look at that. So good, so soft. And I'm just gonna scoop up some of that tomato. In fact, we'll use a fork. We're in a fancy place. Get some of that tomato on there and that olive oil seeping into that bread. I mean, this is the type of food that you want, don't you? In this hot weather, light and packed with flavor. That is stunning. It's so simple, of course, but when it's simple like this, simple ingredients, you really need the quality of the ingredients to be good. And you can just see the juices that bread has sucked up from the tomato, because they're fresh. The juices have come out as they've been seasoned. But the quality of the olive oil is so good. It's so rich and pungent in your mouth. And then a little bit of chili, I believe, because there's a little bit of spice in there. And the sweetness and freshness of that tomato. So simple, but so good. I can hear it's a proper party up there. They've got the band. There's a band here. They were there at the pier when we got off, and now they're going around each table, playing for them. Really cool. And I think I can hear our group having fun and cheering as the band are there. No fear of missing out here, no FOMO. As I say, I've got the private beach hut. So who's winning really? Okra, famous in Indian cuisine. When it's cooked well, it's good. When it's not cooked well, it's not so good. So let's see. Yeah. All right, let's try one of these melon with the cured ham. Delicious. You know, that's one of those things that people sometimes laugh at now and say, oh, that was so 70s or that was so 80s. But there's a reason that it's popular. There's a reason that it works. The saltiness and the richness from the cured ham, the fattiness in it, the fat just melts in your mouth and releases so much savory flavor. And then the sweetness of that melon, and the melon is so sweet and so ripe. It's a great pairing. Okay, I think I've saved the one I'm most excited for until last, the croquette. Oh my God, look at that. Look at the texture on the inside. It's creamy and it looks so good. Wow, that is stunning. Seafood croquette, creamy, crunchy on the outside, not greasy, hint of pepper. Oh man, I was right to leave that until last. The croquette is my favorite, but if I'm honest, bread and tomatoes and good olive oil on a hot day, on the beach, you can't really beat it, can you? That's the one. That's the one I'm coming back to. Oh man, those starters were good, but got jealous of the band, didn't I? So I'm coming back up to the main restaurant just to see what's going on.
As good as that music was, and it was a lot of fun up there in the main restaurant, my main courses or my main dishes were arriving in the beach hut, so I guess we should go and try them.
Now we're talking, the main course has turned up, and two things. First off, they had us look at my channel before and saw I spent a lot of time in Asia, so they've given me some of the Asian-inspired dishes of the menu. That is pretty cool. That is what you get when you visit a luxury, personalized restaurant like this, that extra touch, that extra mile that they go, they did not need to do that. But more than that, these dishes look absolutely stunning. Look at this. They've given me 3 courses. They have given me street chicks, fried chickpeas with a homemade yogurt. You've got a little bit of chutney here. You've got cucumber, diced red onion. It looks absolutely stunning. And then cumin drizzled or dusted over the top. A very traditional, well, it's influenced by, let's say that, a very traditional street dish in India. I have been to India and I definitely recognize it by looking at this dish. Yogurt on the bottom, as I say, the raita, the chutney, and those fried chickpeas. And those chickpeas are fried hard. They're crunchy and golden and crisp on the outside and just covered in all of those spices. I love dishes like this. So let's try it. Oh my God. That might be the best version I've had of this dish. Now, you can't compare it to street food. That's not a fair comparison. It is different. However, all the flavor components are there, the cumin, the spices, the chutney, the yogurt, and they all work perfectly balanced. But the crunch, the puffiness of those chickpeas, they've been fried to absolute perfection and they almost burst in your mouth. Airy. I've never had them like that. I've had them crispy, but not like little pockets of chickpea. And then with that creamy yogurt, where they've been sat there on top of that creamy yogurt, they've just softened a tiny bit on the underneath, and then you get the crunch on the top. For me, food is about point and counterpoint. Maybe spicy and cool, or hot and cold, or in this case, crunchy and soft. And when it's like that, that's when it's interesting. And this dish has it all. It has the fruitiness, it has the savouriness, it has the sweetness, it has the crunch, it has the soft. What a dish. We also have soft-shelled crab and somtam, Thai food, and somtam is papaya, green papaya salad, and then you've also got tomatoes in there too. 2 of my favourite things, Thai food and soft-shelled crab. If you've not had it before, it is so good. If I can talk about anything with a little bit of confidence, I think it's Thai food. I've spent a lot of time in Thailand. A lot of my videos have been in Thailand. It's one of my favorite places and cuisines in the entire world. And soft-shell crab, I mean, look at that. You can see the crab meat on the inside, packed with that, and the light batter looks seriously good. But somtam is one of my, if you've never had it, it's one of my favorite salads in the whole world. And it looks like they've got a little bit of that crab meat through there as well. Just look at that, look how fresh, look how vibrant that papaya salad looks. Absolutely jam-packed with flavor. To be honest, I love somtam so much, I love Thai food so much, I'm just gonna try that first. Come on. Papaya is so good in the salad because it's fresh and it's light and it's crunchy, really freshens up the palate. But then you've got those Thai flavors in there. A little bit of that crab flavor, a little bit of peanut. And that soft-shell crab. You might think it's weird eating an entire crab, but not a bit of it. The flavor of it is so good, really rich, crabby flavor. Cooked really nicely, fried really nicely. It's, again, not greasy, not oily. Nice crunch on the outside, nice soft crab meat on the middle, and there's deceptively a lot of meat in there because it is soft. You get a lot of meat. Very interesting, actually. It's probably not something I would have thought of, I must admit, papaya salad and soft-shelled crab. I mean, you do get seafood in it, but normally they're pickled crabs. So he's definitely using his brain to think of this menu. And yeah, another one that I'm really impressed by, to be honest. And finally, I think the crowning glory in this three-dish menu is the Bang Bang conch. Conch is a sea snail. You've probably seen them before. You've seen them on the beach before even. These big, beautiful shells, but the conch is chopped up, cooked, and put back into the shell with asparagus, with peanuts, with the sauce. And on the side, we have a little pickled radish and carrot. Now, Bang Bang just gets its name from how it is prepared. Traditionally, or more famously, Bang Bang chicken, it's from the chicken being beaten with a mallet to tenderize it. And same with conch. Conch is sea snail, as I said, and if it's not prepared right, it can be a bit tough, it can be a bit chewy. But if you're tenderizing it, cutting it up into small strips, it looks like, if I can just find my fork, small strips of the sea snail and bat it out to tenderize it, as you can see there. I absolutely love it. If you've never had it before, it's a very easy thing to get into because it is a little bit meaty. It's not really, I mean, it sounds weird, but it's absolutely delicious. Covered in Chinese style dressing, so peanut, soy sauce and things like that. I think it will be a flavor which is quite familiar to you if you've never had it, and that's always a good way to try these new things. Oh, yes. Oh, that one is so good. That one, and it is, as I say, it is meaty, it is rich. The peanutty flavor just coats your mouth. Really in balance again. Again, all of these dishes are in balance. Got to be careful there with that richness of the peanut. But the star of the show is the conch. The flavor is the conch. Wonderful, wonderful dish, actually. You would be eating this in the restaurant, and it's not really meant for this. But we're here, we're next to the water, we're next to the deck chairs, we're next to the beach chairs, should I say. Why not sit down on the beach chair and enjoy it right next to the water, listening to the waves lapping against the beach? It's a sea snail after all, it's seafood. Came here with high expectations, but to be honest, every course has surpassed it, I must admit. Location, friendliness of the staff, atmosphere at this place. I mean, you expect, when you're paying for this, you want the full package, of course. And I think it delivers, if I'm honest. All right, guys, I could tell you how much I enjoyed this, but just look at the plates. Absolutely cleaned up. The only thing left to do, to be honest, when I'm in this environment, look at that, look at the color of the sea. There's only one thing to do, isn't there?
Back to the hotel once again, and what did I find? A foam pool party. And when there's a foam pool party on, and you see one of your mates in the foam pool party, there's only one thing to do. Join them. And whilst it was fun, a few drinks, a bit of dancing, this inflatable mat was brought out and people took a challenge to try and see how long they could last on it. And to be honest, they weren't that good, so I decided to show them how it's done.
3, 2, 1, DJ, let's go! It's the music. Let's go, go, go! Let's go. Keep it up. Go! Oh my God!
Before heading off to sunset, let me give you a quick tour of the hotel resort I'm staying at. Welcome to the Royalton Chic Antigua, or at least this was my welcome to the Royalton Chic Antigua. It's a slice of luxury set against the backdrop of the Caribbean's turquoise waters and golden sands. This all-inclusive, adults-only resort captures indulgence, modern elegance, and a laid-back island vibe. If you don't fancy relaxing on the beach, here you can chill by one of the many pools, sip on handcrafted cocktails at the beachfront bar. Every detail is designed for your ultimate relaxation. Of course, there are many different room types, from the basic luxury to the pure indulgence with the beachfront huts like the one I'm staying in. So whether you're here to unwind, indulge, explore, or have some fun, the Royalton Chic Antigua offers an unforgettable experience. Right, let's head to the most famous sunset point on the island. Let's go check out Shirley Heights. evening now, Sunday evening, and that means the only place to come on the island is a place called Shirley Heights. It's a viewpoint nowadays. It used to actually be a fortification, but now a viewpoint, a sunset viewpoint, the best sunset in Antigua, and actually one of the best sunset spots that I've seen anywhere, not just in Antigua. The landscape, the bays, the inlets, really, really beautiful. The sun has started to just go down, but as you would expect, there are a lot of people here. It wasn't just us who had the idea to come here. Sunday night, it's a famous place to come. Everyone comes here to have a drink, to listen to music. There is a still band that plays. What is more Caribbean than listening to a still band? There is a barbecue. The food looks super good on the barbecue. There's ribs, there's pork, there's chicken, as you would expect. So we're definitely going to get some of those. Have some drinks and just relax, enjoy the atmosphere. Hey guys.
Sorry, we were trying to...
No, it's okay. The politest kids ever, apologizing for running through the back of my video. I'm the one in the way. Anyway, yeah, just people are out here, the atmosphere is nice, very chilled. And I'm looking forward to a nice evening, but the view is stunning, same as everywhere on this island. But we're on, well, would it be the south side of the island? I guess the south side of the island. It is pretty mountainous, or more mountainous certainly. And yeah, just absolutely stunning. The hazy hills in the distance with the sun going down. Really, really beautiful. Right, let's go get some food. Barbecue station. You get yourself a card, you have to choose. I've gone with jerk pork. And you come over, get some salad. Yeah. How you doing? What's your name?
Teachers.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Salad loaded up. Thank you.
And then you get some rice and peas. with
Of
them.
course. We don't say no to that.
This is locally made rice and peas.
By you?
Yep.
By you?
Yep.
Your hand? Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe.
This is jerk pork.
Lordy got
Ah,
Open to explore. I need to remember.
look at that.
Tell you where to Shirley Heights so you can listen and feature.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you so much. So it turns out I didn't actually order something off the barbecue, which is a bit disappointing, I must admit. The ribs, look at those ribs. And then you have the jerk chicken. Amazing jerk chicken there. Everything dipped in barbecue sauce. Look at, oh man. Oh, you're a star. Thank you so much. Cheers, man. Dipped in the barbecue sauce and cooked over flame. The smoke. How good is that? And then you got a big setup here. There are a lot of people, so there's a big setup. The chicken grilling on the grill. Look at that smoke, licking it. You know it's going to taste good. Let's go try it, see if it's as good as it looks. Let's go eat. It's busy, so I'm kind of on the grass, really. As you saw, we have rice and peas, which is basically just rice and kidney beans. We have a salad, lettuce leaves and cabbage and things like that on the side. He gave me a rib, which I'm super happy about because, as I said, I didn't get anything off the grill. So it was great to get a bit of that. But this is what I did order, and this is what I did want, the jerk pork. You can see how fatty, how gelatinous that is. Actually, that's a bit of skin, you know that's good, but just look at the thickness of that, and it just pulls apart. Oh my God, look at that juicy, juicy meat inside there. I cannot wait to try it. So let's stop talking about it and let's eat. I've been in some strange situations to eat food, but on the grass, well, surrounded by strangers looking at me think I'm a weirdo. Maybe one of the more odd ones, but let's try it. So a bit of that rice and peas and some of that pork. Oh man. That pork is unbelievable. Wow, it's got a kick as well. Spicy, chili kick, allspice as well coming through. That might be the best food I've had on this island so far. The flavor, the depth of flavor. Oh, it's unreal. And it's so succulent, it just melts in the mouth. Cooked perfectly. We have that rib too, so it'd be rude not to try it, wouldn't it? Oh, it's just falling off the bone. Look at that, the size of that rib. And if I pinch it, it just pinches off that bone. Oh. Oh man.
That too is unreal. Smoky, sweet barbecue sauce on top, meaty, meaty rib. None of these little ribs with no meat on. Which is better? Well, the ribs are good, but I think that the jerk pork takes the trophy. So that is a good choice if you're coming to Shirley Heights. Get the jerk pork. In fact, so much, it's put me off the Sunset. Oh yeah, proper Caribbean cuisine, proper Caribbean atmosphere. And it gets more and more beautiful as the sunset goes down. One of the best things to do on the island. You have to do it. It's going to be on your itinerary, I'm sure. If you're here on a Sunday, come to Shirley Heights.